All right, guys, BOJoeKO here, and we are back with our Columbus Blue Jackets GM mode, and we're getting ready to start the Eastern Conference Finals of the Year 4 playoffs going up against the Detroit Red Wings. So, in the last series, we took on the Metropolitan winning Carolina Hurricanes, and very reminiscent of the Philadelphia Flyers series. We lost game number 1, but stormed back for 4 straight wins. Bobrovsky turned on Bob mode, and once again, just only let up 1 goal per game in the next 4 games to win it in 5, and now we go on to face the Detroit Red Wings, the veteran Detroit Red Wings in year 4. So I never would have guessed that Detroit would have probably made it to the playoffs this far. I would have thought by now they would have traded their veteran players like Datsuk and Zetterberg, but it looks like they kept on to most of them. And it's going to be an interesting series here. So let's take a look at what Detroit has. So first line: Thomas Tatar, Pavel Datsuk, and Polkinen. So this is really weird why they don't have Zetterberg and Datsuk playing together. Datsuk is at 89 overall now, but it's still frickin' Datsuk, for God's sakes. It's a really weak first line. Other than Datsuk, Tatar 81 two-way forward and Polkinen a 78 sniper. They have to be dealing with some sort of injuries here. I'll have to go check that out after looking through their lines, but that is not a good first line at all. Datsuk's good, but other than that, no. Second line: Henrik Zetterberg, David Legwand, and Gustav Nyquist. So the Goose is loose there on the right wing, 83 playmaker. Legwand's a good center. Zetterberg, obviously above average second liner there, 90 overall. He should be playing on the first line. Tatar or at least Polkinen should be down there somewhere. But their second line is decent with Legwand there and Nyquist, I guess. So their second line is much better than their first line, I would say. Third line: Justin Abdelkader, Darren Helm, and Anthony Mantha. So Mantha is not the greatest yet. 76 power forward. Helm's a good third liner. Same thing with Abdelkader, two-way forward and a power forward. So it's kind of gritty third line. And then the fourth line, Thomas Yurko, Landon Ferraro, and Drew Miller. So below average fourth line there, sniper, two-way forward. Miller and Ferraro aren't bad, but they just have players playing in places that they really just shouldn't be. Zetterberg should definitely be on the first line somewhere. They need to overpower that second line, but I guess they want to spread Datsuk and Zetterberg out. Honestly, this is not a really good team. This offense reminds me very much of the Philadelphia Flyers offense, where it's just nothing really too scary. All right, defense on the other hand, so they don't have Cronwall anymore. So they have Kyle Quincy and Nick Schultz. Not the greatest top 2, and then Kindle and Erickson, not the greatest top 4, and then Ouellette and Stoner, not the greatest top 6. So once again, their defense is very lackluster. Their offense it's all right, other than Datsuk, Zetterberg, and Legwand and Nyquist. Other than that, it's pretty much crap. And then in net, they do have Jimmy Howard and Yaroslav Halak as well. So they do have 2 decent goaltenders, but I don't know. I feel like I might be underestimating this team. But they made it all the way to the Eastern Conference Finals. They beat Toronto in freaking 5 games, for God's sakes. But Toronto always chokes in the playoffs, so who am I kidding? But here we go. We have home ice advantage against this team. Like I said, this team just really doesn't scare me. I might be taking them very lightly like the Philadelphia Flyers are, but like I did with the Philadelphia Flyers. But I don't know. I don't see this team as a threat. We're clicking together very much. We've lost our past 2 game 1, so if we lose game 1, I'm not really all too worried about it. But let's get it going. We got home ice advantage. This team does not scare me at all. So let's get rolling here. Continue our hot play in this playoff so far. Bob's been playing good, so keep it up, boys. Here we go. First period, 1-1. All right. Brandon Dubinsky starts it off on the fourth line, so nice job there. And the 78 sniper on the first line, Polkinen, does get a goal, so probably Datsuk set him up. So that's probably the only reason that guy's going to get goals if he's going to get set up by Datsuk. So 1-1 tie, 10-7 on shots. We do have a power play going into the second, so let's see if we can capitalize on that. Second period, 3-2. Okay, we get 2. Patrick Kane probably gets a goal on that power play maybe, and a tacks on another one. Anthony Mantha does make it 3-2. 18-16 on shots, so it's a 3-2 game. And all right, so 1-goal game. Another goal would be nice here, boys. Come on, give me another goal here. Come on, give me another goal here. All right, 10 minutes to go. There you go, Jack Johnson. Leave it to my defenseman who pinched up a little bit. There you go, 4-2 lead, and that should do it. Nicely done, boys. Nicely done. Finally win our first game 1 of these playoffs once again. And we take a 4-2 win in game number 1 over the Red Wings. Nicely done, 31-28 on shots. Nicely done. So Dubes from Honka and Anisimov, Kane from Hodgson and Johnson, Kane from Johnson and Hodgson. So, and then Johnson from Carroll and Dubinsky. So Dubes had 2 points. I think Jack Johnson had 3 points. Patrick Kane had 2 goals. Nicely done, boys. Nicely done. Nice game there from Jack Johnson and Patrick Kane. 2 more goals, man. Dubes had a pretty good game there too with 2 points. So nicely done. And oh man, Julius Honk has been injured with an injured hand. May 23rd. Come on, Julius, you can play through that, man. All right, I'm just gonna go to manually edit lines. Oh my God. Yeah. All right, Savard, you're gonna move up. Schuster, I gotta call him back up again. Man, oh man, that's a big loss there. I mean, he's only gonna miss this one game, but still, Julius Honk has been getting a lot of assists lately, like a lot of assists. So. All right, so Schuster, you're going to go back in there. I think we lost the power play guy. Yep, Savard, you move up. And DeKaiser go in. Savard, you go up. DeKaiser go in. I think Erickson or Savard on penalty kill. Probably David Savard. Tim Erickson, yep. Erickson, DeKaiser, Erickson. And then I'll just put Schuster right there. Then we should be good to go. Yep, all right. So it's another kind of little mini loss there. Honka's going to miss, I think, probably just game number 2. He might miss game number 3 as well, but I think he should be back for game number 3. So we're going to have to power through this one in game number 2 and see if we can get a win here. But played pretty well that last game. Got some some goal support there. Bob did let up 2 that game, but see if we can continue it here. So here we go. Game number 2. First period, 1-0. There you go. Power play goal for Patrick Kane. This guy's he cannot be stopped right now. Danny Cristo slowed down a good bit. I haven't seen him getting any points in a while. So Patrick Kane stepped up for him. Stepped up as our person to get some goals here. So nicely done. 1-0 lead, 12-15. On the shots. Second period, 2-1. Okay, they get 1. We get 1. Henrik Sedin tacks on another one to make it 2-0. Their defenseman, top 6 defenseman, Uyet puts 1 in. So it's 2-1, 25 on the shots for both teams. So we got a 2-1 lead. Got another 1-goal game going into the third period. And Jakob Kindle does make it 2-2. So their defensemen are getting some goals here. And Darren Helm gets another one. Come on, Bob. Oh, there you go. Henrik Sedin answers right back. 3-3 tie. Nicely done with 10 minutes to go. Come on. Anybody tack one up late? We go into overtime. Going to overtime in game number 2. Power play. Oh, that would have been clutch. Come on, somebody here. Come on, somebody get one late. 10 minutes to go. Come on. Come on, Cristo. I'm calling you up here, bud. Up second overtime. Come on, Cristo. Come on, D. Up power play. Good penalty kill, boys. Good penalty kill. Yeah, there we go. Jack Johnson right there in the slot. Big clap bomb from the slot. There you go. 50 shots on that. Jesus, Jimmy Howard. Good Lord. Second overtime. And the Columbus Blue Jackets win game number 2 in double OT, 4-3. Nicely done. So there we go. Patrick Kane. And there's another. We're starting up that trend again with another player getting multi-goal games. So Patrick Kane from Hodgson and Savard, Sedin from Johansson and Johnson, Sedin from Savard and Johansson, and then Jack Johnson from Ryan Johansson and Sedin. So it looks like Henrik Sedin and Ryan Johansson had a good night. 2 more goals for Sedin, 3 assists for Johansson, 2 more points for Jack Johnson. And we win game number 2, 4-3. So Bob's a little bit shaky in these couple games, but our offense is starting to pick it back up for them, which is nice. Which is nice to see. No injuries that game. Honk is back. And once again, Schuster, you can... once again, Schuster's just filling in here. A couple games here, a couple games there. He's doing his job, man. He's doing his job. All right, so Honka, get back in there. Switch up with Savard. Let's see who we need on DeKaiser. You come out. Honka, go up. DeKaiser, go out. Honka, go in. And then we need Erickson to switch with Honka. Erickson to switch with Honka. Whoops, 4-on-4s. Julius Honka, there you go. Switch him up with D&D. I think he's a lefty, right? He's a right-hander, so he should go over here. And yep, we're good. Okay, so Julius Honka missed that one game, but still we managed to get the win there again, and we got a 2-0 series lead over the Detroit Red Wings going to the Joe. So going to the Joe Louis Arena, tough place to play in, but we got a 2-0 series lead. So here we go. Keep continuing up, boys. 2 straight games of 4 goals getting scored on this team, so continue it up, guys. We're doing everything fine. Here we go. First period, all right, nothing, 12-5 on shots. So haven't had a goalless period in a while in this series, so nicely done. Second period, all right, nothing again, 24-14. So goaltender battle in game number 3 here. All right, come on, Bob. Up, power play, good penalty kill. All right, come on. 11 minutes ago, power play. Come on, keep putting up shots on Jimmy Howard. There you go. Austin Carroll, leave it to the 4th line grinder. The rookie, is he going to do it? Yeah, buddy. Austin Carroll, the 4th line grinder. Slap shot from all the way down there at the blue line. That must have got screened like a mofo. 39 shots on the net. Jimmy Howard played another good game. Bob stops all 22 shots to get his first shutout, and Austin Carroll, the rookie, gets his first career playoff goal, and it's the game winner in game number 3. Austin Carroll from Ryan Johansson on a line change, it looks like, and way to go, bud. Leave it to my 4th line grinder to get a goal there. Nicely done. And oh my God, Julius Honka broke his damn wrist. He's gone for the playoffs. August 21st. Holy shit. August 21st? Holy smokes. May, June, July, August. He's out for like 4 months. Good Lord. I haven't ever seen an injury that long. Good Lord. He's going to be injured till like free agency. Jesus, man. Honka, man. All right. Schuster, you're back up. Holy crap, man. That's a long injury. He must have like severely broke it. Damn, man. Those broken wrists. What are you going to do? All right. Schuster, get your ass back up here. He's filling in what he needs to do. Schuster's just playing his role. All right, so that's a... Once again, I got to go back to this thing. Savard and DeKaiser. Savard and DeKaiser. Penalty kill, DeKaiser and Eriksson. DeKaiser, Eriksson, and then Schuster right there. Okay, so we lost Julius Honka for the rest of the playoffs. So there's that one injury again that I was talking about at the end of the third. The third playoff series. So you know, like I said, all right. Let me go to the United States because we were looking at those really good first rounders. Yeah, we'll continue to scout them maybe. Continue to scout those American defensemen. So once again, there's that injury I was telling you guys about in the third. Okay, just replaced Barbashev, but that was that injury that I was talking to you guys about in the late in the third series when we are ready to clinch the series. So we got a 3-0 series lead over the Detroit Red Wings. Let's see if we could close this out before we have any more real threatening injuries. So that one hurt, but Schuster's been doing a good job filling in for injuries on defense so far, but nobody on offense is getting injured majorly. So let's continue to go here. Offense, pick it up here. Let's win this game. First period, 1-0. Gustav Nyquist scores on that power play. So Detroit takes a 1-0 lead, 11-10 on shots. All right, come on, guys. Big second. Second period, 1-0. There you go. Patty Marleau hasn't scored many goals this playoffs, but he does get a clutch one there, tie the game up at 1, and we take the shots lead 20-19. So come on, boys. Big third period here. Come on, big third period. Come on, end the series. Let's go. Power play. All right. Ouliette, again, their top 6 defenseman gets a goal there. Power play. Come on. Got to capitalize on that. Power play again. Yeah, late power play goal for Cody Hodgson. Another slap shot in the slot. Man, Jimmy Howard can't seem to stop those slap shots in the slot. Come on, OT, baby. Power play in overtime. Come on. There it is. Cam Atkinson. I don't even think he's gotten a goal this entire playoff so far. And he gets a goal there right off a deflection. 3-2 win for the Columbus Blue Jackets in overtime. And just like that, broomsticks are out. Columbus sweeps out Detroit. Nicely done, boys. Nicely done. 3-2 win in game number 4. Columbus just swept out the Detroit Red Wings. So Patrick Marleau from Patrick Kane, Hodgson from Kane, and then Atkinson from Kuznetsov and Jack Johnson. So nicely done there. Sergei Bobrovsky played a pretty decent game once again. Patty Marleau does get a nice goal there. 2 more assists for Patrick Kane. And there we go, just like that. A very easy series. Columbus sweeps out Detroit, and we're off to the Stanley Cup Finals once again. Nicely done, boys. Nicely done. And Springfield looks like they might be headed to the Calder Cup if they can win this next game. And I believe they did. Got a shutout. Nicely done. So both our NHL and the AHL teams are going to the Cup Finals, which is going to be pretty sweet. And Honka's, yeah, he's out for 2 months, which is unfortunate, but it's what you got. You got to deal with those injuries sometimes. Let's see who we're going to be facing here in the Stanley Cup Finals. That's the AHL playoffs. Got a lot here. It looks like the West is going to 7 games, and it looks like we're going to be playing the BOJoeKO Jets. The Winnipeg Jets looks like they beat the Colorado Avalanche, I think, in their series. So we're going to be playing Winnipeg in the Stanley Cup Final. So we lost game number 1 in Springfield. So all right, so let's check out the stats for that last series. Once again, it was a short series, only 4 games, but still some players in there could have made an impact. See how many points Patrick Kane had, again continuing on his tear of a playoff so far. Yeah, he had 5 more. He had 5 points in 4 games, so 20 points for Patrick Kane in 14 games. He has not gotten injured yet, but I'm not going to jinx it so far. As long as he can continue to remain hot in these playoffs, he has Conn Smythe written all over him, no doubt. He just has to keep performing. Cody Hodgson with 15 points in 14 games. Henrik Sedin with 15 points in 14 games. Nicely done for our two first and second line centers putting in work there. Johansson with 11 points in 14 games. He's kind of going a little bit under the radar there. 11 assists for him, so that's not bad. Cristo 11 points still. He did not have, I don't think, a single point in that series. It was quick. So once again, Patrick Kane and a lot of our second liners our first and second liners other than him are putting in work. Johansson's putting in a lot of work. Patty Marleau, I think, only got maybe 2 points or 1 point, maybe one or two goals in that series. So 6 points in 14 games for him. 5 for Kuznetsov, 5 for Terrell, 5 for Austin Carroll on the 4th line. He's doing a pretty good job down there. Dubinsky with 4, Atkinson with 4, and Anisimov with 2. Nicely done. And everybody's a plus player except for our first line. Weirdly enough, I don't know why our first line cannot keep the puck out of the net. And defensemen plus minuses, let's see here. So points, Jack Johnson with 12 points. Gonna miss Julius Honka. I mean, he was one of our top defensemen getting us some points. A lot of assists, 9 assists in 12 games. DeKaiser with 3, David Savard with 3, Murray with 2, Erickson with only 1. So it looks like our only 2 defensemen that were getting us points were Honka and Jack Johnson. So somebody else is going to have to step up now. Ryan Murray, maybe that's you. I don't know, but Jack Johnson just needs to continue to be the assist guy. With Julius Honka out, somebody needs to step their game up. And so Bob, once again, lowers his goals against average now to a 1.6, 12-2 with a 94.16 save percentage, 1 shutout. Bob's been playing pretty dang well this entire playoff so far. That was his one shaky series. He's let up a good bit of goals, but still our offense has been covering for him so far throughout the series. But here we go. The Columbus Blue Jackets make it back to their back-to-back Stanley Cups again. But we don't have to deal with Phoenix this time. We have to deal with the Winnipeg Jets. So let's go see how their series actually turned out to be. So like I said, we swept Detroit, and Winnipeg went to 7 with Colorado. So here we go. Number 3rd seed, Winnipeg Jets going up against the 2nd seeded Columbus Blue Jackets. We have home ice advantage yet again in this series. So back-to-back Stanley Cups. I think this is our year, boys. If there's any year to win the Stanley Cup out of this GM mode, this is definitely going to be the year to do so. We have the vets. We have the veteran players right now. There's no excuse for us not to finish off this really, really good playoff run that we are right now with a Stanley Cup victory. So thanks for watching, guys. If you enjoyed, leave a like, leave a comment, and subscribe. As always, Winnipeg versus Columbus in the Year 4 Stanley Cup Finals are coming up next, boys. Wish us luck.